Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Russ back again on the Madden 17 Ultimate Team video. And as I told you guys in the last gameplay with McNabb that I would get a couple more games with him, and these are the games. I got two more games for you guys in this one, and they were good, man. They were definitely good games. You know, trying out McNabb on different things. You guys will see some throws that he made are pretty on point, and some throws that you wouldn't think would be that easy to make. He makes them look easy. Right there. Telvin Smith making that one look easy as he scoops and scores on a kickoff fumble. So that is a fantastic way to start. Obviously, these specific games aren't really about the whole game in general. They're really just about McNabb trying to, I guess, kind of a player review a little bit. Not really, though. I'm kind of trying to, show you guys if he's really worth the coins and how good he really is. 3rd and 11, this dude ends up getting into 4th and 11 after incomplete pass, and we do get the ball back. So McNabb is going to get on the field early in the first quarter. A good stop by our defense after getting a fumble return for 6 on the kickoff right there. Jack Doyle, new addition. That is the guy that we got to get the chain mover chemistry with McNabb. That's another thing you got to take into account is that I do have the chain mover chemistry, which gives him +1 mid and short. So I'm not sure how big of a difference that would make. Obviously, his throw on the run and all that stuff will not be altered, but right there he does end up showing his wheels a little bit. McNabb is perfect on stepping up and just taking off. And right there, man, rolling out to the right, stepping back, and a freaking dot to Niles Paul for the touchdown. And you guys know what's coming next as he does end up quitting out. So that is the first game. We really only saw one great throw from McNabb, but that was a perfect throw. Obviously, a lot of QBs can make that throw, but I feel like a lot of them kind of lead the receiver down, not really up the field like McNabb did. I've never really had trouble throwing that route with Cam Newton, but he has missed it a couple of times. Honestly, man, Cam Newton is the only card I can really compare to this dude. He really is like a lower overall version of McNabb, and I feel like if Cam got a 93 overall card, they would have identical stats, and they would be pretty much the same card. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like that's the way they would do it. 2nd and 7 right here. David Johnson ends up running into it. Anthony Barr, big hit. Sit down, son. 3rd and 5 comes up. I know what he's looking for. I have it covered right away. I knew it was going to be just a little stop route. He was doing it earlier in the drive. Obviously, I skipped ahead a little bit because he was moving the ball pretty slowly. So anyway, he does end up getting into 4th and 5, and he does end up taking a 3-0 lead. And when I mean he was moving the ball slow, he was going out of bounds like every fucking time, and a lot of short throws. And I eventually figured it out. So anyway, right here, Donovan McNabb running the play action. He ends up getting out of the pocket and firing a dot to Jermaine Kearse, and Jermaine Kearse somehow ends up gaining about 10 yards right there. He was running Mike's scrape, but I know how to stop that. It wasn't that hard. A couple of times where the stuff that I would usually run to stop it, it would still come through, but it would come through later. But I do end up figuring it out pretty easily. So I mean, it wasn't that hard, to match his blitz. Right here, I'm looking for something over the middle, and I do find Chris Conley. We don't really gain anything, but it was a good throw by McNabb. That's the kind of stuff that I like, man. Right there, another dot fired to Jermaine Kearse. He feels accurate as shit. Obviously, the first game that we played, McNabb didn't really. He missed a couple throws. One deep throw in particular that was really bad. So 2nd and 10 right here, we do find Jermaine Kearse for a first down to the 8-yard line in triple coverage too. I mean, that was really close. Obviously, Kearse was open, but it was around 3 people, and he was able to thread the needle on that one. 2nd and goal comes up. We're looking for something. We do find Conley. Those are the throws that I like, man, where he's able to turn nothing into something. There was nothing open, and he somehow ends up just firing that dot to Conley, and he ends up tiptoeing inside the 5-yard line. And we do end up running in with McNabb, showing his athleticism, getting in for the touchdown, and we are up 7-3 late in the second quarter. What we need right now is a turn, like a turnover. I don't know why I was like whatever. We need a turnover. We need a pick just to kind of put this in our favor. And sure enough, we do end up getting it. A user pick with Deion Buchanan. Just throw it at me. Oh my God, I fucked up my saying. Just throw it right at me, man. Why the fuck not? 1st and 10 from the 30. We do end up getting sacked by Khalil Mack. 2nd and 21. We're looking for something deep down the field. Oh boy, that was not a good read. That was very bad. I got bailed out. That wasn't McNabb's fault. In fact, McNabb probably saved me right there. I don't even know how he threaded the needle on that. But anyway, I definitely got away with one right there. 1st and goal. We don't end up getting anything. We do take a timeout, and then look at this, man. Dots. Odell Beckham Jr. Both of those throws could have easily been picked. OBJ and Donovan McNabb. That's a deadly duo right there, as he is able to thread the needle on that. I'm not sure what it is about McNabb, but he does seem to thread the needle really, really well. Like Cam, you know, he would make some good throws in tight coverage, but McNabb seems really, really on point. So at the very end of the half, he does end up chucking it up, and it is picked off by Xavier Rhodes. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything, but going into the third quarter, we definitely have the momentum going towards us. We did end up, you know, of course, getting the user pick and getting a 2-score lead before half, and we do end up getting the ball back at half. So I'm trying some different things with McNabb right now. I'm going into I form. I'm going into single back, just some different formations just to see how he'll do out of each one. And I got to say, he's money out of every one, man. Cam Newton is great everywhere as well, but it seems like Cam has some trouble in single back and I form, so I wanted to run you know, those with McNabb, and I didn't really have any trouble. So 13 for 14, efficient as fuck, 143 and a touchdown, and he does also have a rushing touchdown. So McNabb, best game so far on my team. 2nd and 9, hit the chain mover, Jason Witten. He does end up breaking a couple tackles and getting the 12-yard line. 3rd and 3 comes up. I do end up making a judgment call and you know, a halfback dive. I thought I would get it. I did not. 4th and 2, I do end up getting it with Chris Conley. It was kind of risky, but you know what? Life's a biscuit, and sometimes you got to risk it. So down to the 1-yard line, David Johnson goes. 2nd and goal, we do end up sneaking it in with McNabb. 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown, and only 1 incomplete pass on the day. And that will do it, as this dude ends up quitting. McNabb has not had a full game on my team yet. It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. Dude ends up quitting. I think we played 4 games with him. All of them have been rage quits. If you guys did not check out the first video with McNabb, be sure to go check those out. Is McNabb worth the coins? After these games, yes. I think McNabb is worth the coins. If you don't have the coins to spend on McNabb, obviously 200K, then go with Cam Newton. He's definitely a viable option if you do not have the amount of coins that, you know, of course, is required to get McNabb. Anyway, do recommend him. Did hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to look out for the next video. And as always, Dangerous Army, I'm out.
Like a Hellcat.